Hello and welcome to this feature interview. I'm Emily Carrier. Sweetbriar College, a private women's college in Central Virginia, announced March 3rd that it will close its doors permanently this summer. Emory and Henry has signed a teach-out agreement to ease the transition for Sweetbriar students wishing to finish their degrees at Emory and Henry. Here to answer all our questions about this process is Director of Transfer and Graduate Admissions at Emory and Henry, Ms. Mary Bolt. Mary, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Emily.
Well, to begin, could you explain your position in the admissions office?
Okay. I have been in admissions for about 6 years. This is my 6th year. And lately we've dedicated more time to transfer students because we realize that a lot of students are making that choice to go to a 2-year community college, and students who maybe made a decision and it wasn't the perfect fit are also the ones that we look towards getting. So Emory's done a really good job of designating a position for that, for those students.
And in the admissions process, in the admissions office for you, how is it different from working with a first-year student to working with a transfer student?
Well, the transfer students are very discerning. They've had some experience. Their path has gone in several directions before they come to us. So it's more individualized, and we have to see how they match up with what they've already done to what we have. And mostly they want to know how much it costs, how much longer do I have, and what will transfer. So once they've figured that out, then that helps them to make the decision.
I've noticed getting even more popular with students my age going to that community college for 2 years.
Right.
Do you notice a difference in students working with them in admissions from the 2 years at community college versus a couple years at a college or university?
Well, with the community college, with a lot of the Virginia community colleges, we have articulation agreements so that they can come right in with, if they have a C or better, they can come right in. We have to look a little closer at students coming from other institutions, 4-year institutions, to make sure they match up with what we have so that we can give them, we try to give them as much credit as we can, but we have to do a little more research.
Well, talking about some of those colleges, tell me about Sweetbriar. I want to know about the college itself.
Okay. Well, we spent 2 days at Sweetbriar campus last week, and we went to just offer our support. We do have this teach-out agreement, and we went not trying to push, but just to be there to answer their questions. And the students are devastated. And we can sit over here and be sad for them, but when we get down to talking to them, it's a major, up to this point, their major decisions that they've made are now they're having to reconsider. So it was very emotional for all of us, and a real eye-opener for the group that went. There were about 5 of us who went. So.
And to your knowledge, what caused Sweetbriar to have to close its doors?
Well, what I read is that they saw a downward trend, and instead of dragging it out and going on for years and years, they decided to just go ahead and make the announcement. It's a good thing, really, for students to let them know so they can make other plans. And also, some of these colleges that are going out of business are not being able to pay their staff and their faculty, and they did not want to do this. They didn't want it to end up like that. I think one of the quotes was, "Why don't you wait till the electricity goes off?" And they were just, morally, they felt like that wasn't the way to go.
So sometimes having to think of a college kind of like a business, keeping that financial support up.
Right, right.
So you visited Sweetbriar
Mhm.
College, and you said the students were devastated.
Right.
So talking to some of them about coming to Emory and Henry, have any students visited our campus?
Yes, we have had about 10 students visit. We already have 2 who have committed to coming. And I think they're seeing a lot of things that they originally went to Sweetbriar for. They see how easily they come over to Emory and Henry. These are students, they're women who had very strong goals, wanted leadership roles, and they wanted their voice to be heard. And that's what they talk about the most, is why they chose Sweetbriar. So when we're talking to them about Emory, they're seeing a lot of consistencies and things they were originally looking for.
So you've had 2 students commit, 10
Mhm.
students visit.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem like a huge number now,
Mhm.
but maybe as the summer goes along, there might be more.
We do have 22 applications already, so we have half of those who applied have visited. So, and we do expect a lot more to come in. So.
That was a question I had for you. Logistically, what does this mean for current Emory and Henry students? Is there room for more transfers?
Absolutely. You know, Emory has had a plan for growth. We just don't go year to year. We've had a major plan for growth ever since I've been here. So they will fit in that, and they'll just fit in with what we've been counting on. So.
Well, that's very exciting, Ms. Bolt. I had a question for you as well. Do you know what's next for Sweetbriar College? I know the closing of Virginia Intermont happened just recently in Bristol, and they're still not sure what they're going to use the building for. Have you heard anything about Sweetbriar and the campus?
We heard all kinds of rumors, but I think it's just speculation right now. I hadn't heard anything about any plans that they have, which, you know, it's very sad because it's such a beautiful campus, beautiful buildings, but I don't know that they know yet what they're going to do.
And final question for you. Have you heard a statement from President Schrum or the Dean of Admissions, Mr. Dave, in the admissions office?
A statement about
just looking forward with these potential Sweetbriar students coming to Emory.
Dave Voskuhl did go with us to Sweetbriar as well, so he had a firsthand experience of what they were dealing with. And again, I think the president and Dave and all of us are just here to support them and give them an option and just be here for them.
So making that transition as easy as possible.
Very easy. That's been our goal, is to make it very easy for them to get here and feel like this is their home.
And I also read in that teach-out agreement. Could you explain that a little for me?
Sure. If they're an upper class student, if they have 60 or more hours, then they'll be completing their program that they had at Sweetbriar. They'll just be doing it on our campus. And what we try to do is we guarantee that everything will transfer, and we may have to make some course substitutions to make sure that they finish, but no time lost. The others who are under 60 hours will be just like a straight transfer from another institution. But it's about half and half on the applications for those. About half of those are teach out and half are straight transfer.
So a devastating loss for Sweetbriar students, but hopefully those that come to Emory and Henry will have a little bit of an easier time.
Right. I think the ones who have decided already feel at home here after coming and talking to our students and realizing it's a lot of similarities.
We'll make them feel as at home as possible.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate you sharing with me.
Thank you.
This has been your EHCTV feature interview with Mary Bolt. I'm Emily Carrier.